Next, I'm going to, for the last one before the break, I'm going to invite up Rick Pratt from Align Meeting. If he could join us up here on stage, we'd be very grateful. Thank you, Rick. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I am Rick Pratt, CEO and co-founder of Align Meeting. Now, we help businesses have better online and effective meetings for their teams. Not to be confused with call bridges like GoToMeeting or WebEx. We're all about helping people do best meeting practices before, during, and after to help them have shorter meetings and clearer outcomes. Now, staff on average spend some 31 hours a month in meetings, and we spend over $37 billion every year in wasted meetings. And we've all been there. We've been in meetings with no agenda, no goals, that ramble, and that you end without clear action items and no accountability. And managers are taught best meeting practices, but it's really hard to put that into habits. So Align Meeting is all about changing that. It's best meeting practices throughout the entire meeting cycle to help them use that as a collaborative workspace. It's a software as a service, and even though managers are using this all the way through, they get to put this into action. And I want to talk about real quick about this an example. So here is the fourth meeting of the email marketing campaign, where the marketing manager has sent out in the Align Meeting the agenda items. Now everyone in the meeting can adjust that, add their own content for the meeting. And then as they get into the meeting, it's a virtual workspace, like a virtual whiteboard, where everyone can be putting up their notes, their comments, whether it's text, images, diagramming, whiteboarding, action items. They're there, and then accountability of who needs to finish those action items. At the end, upon concluding, all that crowdsource activity is then automatically emailed to everyone in attendance, as well as anyone else on the team who needs to be part of this information. So it links together all my meetings in a series, and it helps everyone continue all the conversations and put all those actions into action. This product is now in development, and we're looking to have an initial release by the end of the month. So what are we competing against? Well, we're looking to replace all the manual tools that people have cobbled together, whether it's maybe putting an agenda in an invite, taking notes in my personal journal, maybe putting it in a document somewhere out in the network. And yes, there is a very vibrant market out there of other meeting tools, but we don't compete against them. We're actually complementary. And these are great integration opportunities for us and a potential exit as well. Massive market. There's a lot of office people in the United States, 40% of which telecommute. It's a huge market. But it takes a great team to take the super idea and make a great company. Margaret, Steve, and I are serial software entrepreneurs. We've previously built and lucratively exited from multiple software ventures already, and have put together a team of advisors around us to challenge us through the whole process. We're using a freemium business model. We want to maximize user activity and amplify our viral effect. Let me show you that in action. So for every 1,000 visitors to our website, we're looking to get 100 to try risk-free our product. But you know they're not alone, because they need other people in the meeting. So on average, 4 other people join the meeting to grow our free user base. We're looking to get half of those people to stay with us on a regular basis. And then if we can get 20% of those people to then convert to our paid premium product, we see that as a $20 per user per month fee that will include things like app integrations, larger meetings, longer meeting history, premium support, and so forth. So for every 1,000 visitors to our website, we see $44,000 in lifetime value. Trying to go for $30 million in 3 years. We see a massive opportunity in helping the world have better, effective meetings. We have the team, the experience, and the product to make this happen. Thank you. They have no question.
Yeah, it was perfect. Where's the product when will you start selling, or when will you be rolling out the freemium model?
Premium model. So as I mentioned, we're looking to release our limited release, our first cycle, within a couple of weeks, and then trying to target some of the premium tools by the end of the summer and into the fall. A lot of debate around that.
And have you gotten all your early freemium customers lined up, or how are you going to have to start the marketing in a couple of weeks?
No, we've used a lean customer development model and interviewed hundreds of people who actually got us to this type of product. So Oracle, Salesforce, LinkedIn, EMC, so we've been working the network.
So what does your ideal customer look like? What size of the meeting is it typically, and what size of the entity are they usually participating in?
So some early targets that we think are a good model for us is that marketing manager. So teams of anywhere from half a dozen to a dozen people. So it might be marketing managers, other project managers, software development, since that's our world, and being able to integrate to some of those product tools, whether it's Jira or Asana or some of those, are great potential fit for us.
And how big are the companies usually that they're participating?
Enterprise,
Okay.
large,
Okay.
yeah.
So, Rick, very well done. I'm surprised you
James.
didn't say the word Slack. So could you talk about an adjacent market there and adjacent approach?
I call our business model Slack for meetings. And that's exactly what we're trying to go after, is the rapid adoption. And so they're one-way chat communication. So we want to do that for meetings, because meetings aren't going to go away because of Slack, but it's a great fit for us, obviously.
What sort of evidence do you have that you can hit the funnel numbers that you were looking for? What's either from analogies or from past experiences or whatever? Those numbers look interesting, but how do you achieve them? How do you know you can achieve them?
They are our goal that we want to hit. Obviously, we won't be doing that out of the gate. But we've been surprised in the feedback that we've had about the number of people who, wow, there's nothing that helps me have a meeting. A lot of things that I can do the meeting on, or go to meeting and so forth, but I'm trained on it, but I just don't do it. So it makes it easy. So we're very optimistic on that.
And who are your natural partners? You started to go into that a little about integration in particular, and potential acquirers and so forth. But as you sort of thought about the people around you who would be natural partners for you to line right up with, or to have them market for you, or have them embedded with you, or whatever?
Two of the ones that we're most interested in is around the web conferencing. So the WebEx, GoToMeeting, JoinMe, and so forth. Google Hangouts, where you can have an app inside of Google Hangouts in order to do best meeting practices. So that's A1. And then the project management type tools that track many of the action items after and through meetings. So connecting with Atlassian, which is Jira, and that tool set, and as well as Asana and some of those action items, our top two. Dun, dun.